before the shot clock buzzer, but it missed, and the Sun try and get on the board here. Neither team has scored yet as Thomas gives for Jones, pops up a three and puts it through, and the Sun had the first.
It's got to help Jonquel Jones' confidence to see the first one go down. She's a player who throughout her career has been tremendously efficient behind the three-point arc, but a little less so this year.
Lori Johnson gives up for Kayla Thornton. Shot clock is already down to 5. Thornton dribbling hard on Stricklen. The runner is good. Tough play to beat the road, but that one road win was their last road game, the game against Phoenix. Offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones, the reverse putback. Kurt Miller rode his starters almost that entire game as Harrison steps back. Stricklen doing a nice job keeping her balance, feeding it ahead. Here's Courtney Williams, pulls up, shoots, and hits. 7-2 Connecticut. Hard to beat here at the Mohegan. That's an understatement. They are 12-1 at home, bidding for their 7th straight home win, which would match their home winning streak to begin the year. Thomas, Jasmine Thomas. Three-pointer is good from Jasmine.
Game in 10 days. Their energy defensively has been terrific.
Thomas to Williams, turns and shoots, and first point of the game makes it 14-5. Connecticut in a low-scoring first quarter from the Mohegan. Allisha Thomas has her pass tipped, but the long arms of Jonquel Jones. 16-5 Connecticut.
Tough defensive assignment for Isabelle Harrison at 6'3". Just doesn't have the same length as Jonquel Jones.
9 for Jonquel. That's a good-looking post at the offensive end.
It's hard to do. Stay low.
Gray coughs it up. Stricklen to steal. Thomas has the ball. Feeds Stricklen for the three and puts it through. Stricklen. That's the first three of the game for Stricklen. Johnson tries to answer. Too strong. Sun running. Thomas in traffic. Allisha bounces for Jasmine Thomas in the reverse.
You had it right both times.
Yeah.
Kurt Miller going to his bench, giving his starters a rest at the end of the quarter so they can also get the time in the between quarter break.
Yep, that's Bria Holmes off the bench in recent games for the Sun.
So good doing what we just saw. Attacking the basket, getting to the rim.
Some new players. Back to when you were with the Connecticut Sun, Shannon Pee Wee Johnson was traded after that season to San Antonio, and Connecticut played San Antonio the following season, won the first games, and San Antonio won that game. And she had a great game, and after the victory, she was in tears in the post-game press conference.
Even though she's always shooting over bigger players.
Yeah, she impressed Brian Agler in the Los Angeles training camp last year and made an impression. As Izzy Harrison.
Zone, we just have to slow down. There's no rush. Let's go out there and set up a play and take our time.
Yeah, Connecticut's really good when they set screens and use screens and are deliberate in what they're trying to get on the offensive end.
Jonquel Jones back in the game.
But Arike Ogunbowale, since the All-Star break, has made her efficiency match her scoring output.
That's Allisha Gray off of the steal. They are trying to follow up a win on Friday at home against the Liberty. Their third straight win. Ogunbowale pulling back, swishing it home. And this is a second quarter that's getting interesting.
You saw right there what Ogunbowale does, because Jasmine Thomas played really good defense on her, but the offense was just a little bit better.
Dallas has outscored Connecticut 9-2 in the second quarter. Jazz Thomas drills one home shot. Holmes defended her. Jones the rebound. Courtney Williams threw it away. Gray was back, comes up with the steal. She averages over a steal per game. That's Harrison taking the feed from Ogunbowale bench for Dallas. Ogunbowale kicks out McCarty Williams. But a lot of three at Texas. Not that time, but a reset. Ogunbowale does hit the three.
Then reset.
So Dallas has it back. They have a chance to tie, maybe take the lead. for the lead. Gray puts it through, and Dallas. The pump fake from Jones. Here's Williams. Jasmine Thomas, open three is good. Thomas, they really needed it. In fact, she has 5 of the 7 points that the Sun have scored in this quarter.
Oh, I bet it already has. Robin, work on that.
Jasmine Thomas puts up the 3. Stricklen the rebound, and ball's lost, picked up by Ogunbowale, and they kick it out for Gray. She's been hot, but not that time. Harrison, though, in traffic. The putback is good, and we're tied. There's Thomas. Crowd reacting to an Allisha Thomas pick of Courtney Williams. Jasmine Thomas scoops and scores. Break last week, and that was with a shorthanded squad. This is a team that's starting to find itself. Courtney Williams drills home. Williams now has 6. And here comes Dallas. First possession of the second half. Not a good road team, just 1-11, but they did win their last time on the road as a point club in her franchise and league history. And trying to add to that total, not with that 3. 2-point lead for Connecticut. Thomas down the lane, scoops it up with the left hand. Ogunbowale looks at the shot clock. It's down to 7. She drives. Oh, nice switch of the hand. The scoop a little too strong. And now Connecticut out of the backcourt. Thomas zigging and zagging and dishing, and the swing for Stricklen, and the 3 is good. Great ball 3s this season, and that would be the best in the history of the franchise for 1 year.
Talking earlier about some of the players who've had their numbers up in the rafters, Katie Delgas, Nikisha Sales, that Shekinna Stricklen could.
So another scoring lull here. We've had a lot of those in this game, particularly in the second quarter, and now dragging into the third as Jonquel Jones tries a 3 and swishes it home. What a the gift for Gray. Thornton fakes. Elbow jump doesn't go. All black jerseys surrounding the rebound. Allisha Thomas takes the pass ahead from Jasmine Thomas. She scores, and she was just a couple of times a game. Yeah. So let's round it up a little, like 75. How's that for a guess?
That sounds good.
Made the free throw. McGee Stafford straight away. Long. At least Dallas with just 4 seconds to shoot. Gray to trigger. Throws it down low. It's knocked away by Allisha Thomas, and Jasmine Thomas comes away with it. Being harassed by Courtney Williams. Sun by 8, led by 3 at the half, and Jasmine Thomas makes it a double digit by 10. And Jasmine Thomas now with 16 points. That is Gray launching a 3, swishing it home.
But you got to have that internal ticker telling you when to get out of there.
Harrison has her pass batted by Jones. Grabbed by Johnson, hit the fadeaway.
2 starters on the floor at all times.
That's one of them, Courtney Williams, and she puts in a long that earlier. Johnson misfires on the 3. So the Sun have it back. Trying to seize control here as Williams hits again. Courtney.
Similar things during the winter season. It's good to see that she's caught WNBA and Connecticut Sun fever.
Out of the Agler timeout, 3-pointer swished home. Harrison hopping into the lane. Puck stayed with her. And oh, beautiful pass as Brio. So Dallas hanging around. Ogunbowale now has 15. She had 21 in their win against New York as Heidemann streaks in and to open this year, and they only have one loss so far on the season. Ogunbowale from the free throw line uses the front rim to mount. 17 for the rookie out of Notre Dame. 7-point Connecticut lead, far from over. Williams, that's a tough shot, and it still goes down. 5 to shoot. Gives for Johnson, has to put up the 3, way off of the mark. Harrison, though.
What a game Izzy Harrison has had. She has been fantastic on the offensive boards.
That's Allisha Gray with a turnover. Was the 11th on Dallas. Williams, 2-pointer is good. Another long.
Well, what she's doing right now is working pretty well, too, though.
Yeah.
Big shots here in the fourth quarter for Courtney Williams.
Who now has 14 in the game. And Gray, the blow-by. And the shot clock is winding down. 2-1. Jasmine Thomas, no good. Jonquel Jones, the long-armed rebound. Keeps it alive for Thomas. Feeding Allisha Thomas. Great pivot move, and she scored. But eventually beat Connecticut by 1 back in June. Here's Gray. She's been hot. Not that time. With under 3 to go. The Sun bringing it into the front court. Courtney Williams, oh, what a drive along the baseline. She have said it also came immediately after the previous play that where she thought she was being held, and so there was some frustration there. But yeah, you get hit in the face.
I mean, game over when you're hit in the face. Courtney Williams, 3 or 2.
That was a long 2. She's got a patent on those long 2s in this game. Ogunbowale swishes